soulmate. I'm just celebrating the fact that I'm alive or immortal. I don't know. The only time I'll know I'm not immortal is if I stop making live videos or like videos about my survival rate. Uh, just like with Merck, I'm gonna call this the Charlie Kirk tribute live stream. Like, from all accounts, he's in critical condition, but not really dead yet. That's what they're saying. I don't know. I didn't invent the English language, by the way. I just like read it. This is like Nate Mendez isn't dead yet. All right. Somebody's expecting me to die. Don't want to disappoint you, but I mean, I've been at this living game for over 2 years, but far less than a trillion. I'm completely honest here. As far as I know, I've only been on Earth. How could I have possibly shot him? That's like, okay, I'm going to show you something, Nielsen. I would have to be the greatest sniper in the world, and I've chosen melee. All right? Okay. That's like me taking this rock and then like dropping it to the floor using gravity and a shockwave. Okay. And then another celebrity or far right commentator dies. Here, tell me how this is going to work. All I have is a rock and my faith in Jesus Christ. Yep, that's how I did it. Sure, sure, sure. Wow.
She passed away.
That's ridiculous, man. How could I be blamed for this? Not that I'm not going to. I blame myself for all the things. Because tomorrow is like two of my aunties' birthdays. Happens to be September 11th. So I got to get them something. Yeah, he's in critical condition. The only way, if you like him a lot, is consider that maybe he's an undead pretending to be alive. So this is just like Tuesday for him. God damn it, they shot me in the neck again. If you like him. But if you are apathetic or a disinterested human, you move on to your like running your channel. Gumtown needs to rise, dude. Why are you depressed? Did he owe you money? Was he gonna marry your sister? Like what the fuck? Don't. When people show you news to make you angry, they're gonna ask, why aren't you angry about this or sad or confused? Then they're trying to steal money out of your pocket. That's not a good way to make money if that's how you will do business. Do you think I go around like going to? Well, they did what do you call it? A Fiesta in America thing. Oh, good. And Nielsen left. So anyway, what do I know? What little do I know about Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk remains alive, I believe, or if he's an undead person. And from the videos, I saw that he would accept all challenges from all religions about what this is and what the Quran. And then there would be a lot of coverage about how he was able to like with agility and precision, rebut all the attacks about Christian fascism or nationalism. And there's a link to a video that I watched, which, hopefully if you click it, it's on your browser history, so I won't do it. But it basically, from a German point of view, it details all the known hate groups so far, including black supremacists. So, if you're a good person, scroll past this. This is just me venting, or preventing. I enjoy prevent strategies. I prevent myself from going to heaven, and God doesn't have to deal with me. Sometimes I just like to, waste all my money because apparently Cash App is a fan. I'm a huge fan of Cash App. And then, in the guise of general purpose helping, they do things to help me. So I have no problem showing you one thing at least. Oh well. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. But my mom's death date remains not known to you, I hope. But if it is, a year, maybe overdue. They raided my office in the accusation that I'm a white criminal, or at least I'm associated. I mean, they had pictures of me in the street, like they showed all the people in the thing, and then oops, sorry about that. Either it was a wrong thing or things, and I never filed for restitution and all of that. I figure I leave all that to Jesus Christ and my God. So I really don't know what's happening. Maybe the blessing from God is I'm ignorant of all his plans, as it should be. I'm just a creature. God will work. It's like Tony Soprano in that episode with Chrissy. It's like, I found out the guy who killed your father. And I'm like, what are you going to do? Well, I'm just going to do what you say, because there's a bigger reason. Not the only person who hates him or loves him or whatever. It's all the same to me. Energy is energy. If only they, like you use a different language for primacy or something. I mean, look at this. Probably a gift for Mr. Gandolfini. I don't have my bags, my 2 bags, but he never leaves me without a weapon. Yeah. We just pick up something. He's a nice guy, I think. He taught his son like how to deal with paparazzi. So you've been following me for 8 blocks. You know? I'm not Tony Soprano, but I know a couple guys who are like that. Mr. Soprano or Mr. Gandolfini is like this. You'd be surprised what he could do with this. It's even got a little notch. I don't know if you can see it. Most screws don't have a notch like this. You know, it's a little thing, but it's one of those things. Like, what is the use of this? This is just something that's been in New York for a while. Maybe it fell from the top of the building, and it just came to me for some reason. If you are a fan of the franchise, I used to draw things. Even Merck participated, here. And then they wiped it, cleaned it. I never scratched on it. Now, the guys in the bus, they're all obsessed about discussing it in chat because Danson is showing them JFK Reloaded, doing all he can to distract them from this, you know, weird thing. I mean, if you've seen special effects videos, it's like a squib. Boom. It's convincing, but you watch like, Old Boy or something. They're squibs. If they wanted Charlie out of the way, first they show his loving family, but squibs. If you don't know what a squib is, it's like a squad. First 3 letters is SQU. And we just do stuff. Now I'm keeping it 0 likes or 0 chatters, but Nielsen gets a pass because, he likes supporting. He just pops in, gives me a like, and then, accuses me of murdering. It's like, yeah, do you know what I look like? I'm harmless, and I'm a moron. I also need something like this. These are quite good. Like waste baskets that high. Where are you gonna find them? Buy them. You either buy things or you build things. I like building. Building a reputation, building a thing, building a pickup line, hubba hubba. It just happens to go in front of you. What are you gonna do? Not look? I would look. I try to help people. 9/11 just passed. Tomorrow is the actual 9/11, September 11th. And it was in 2001, it's 2025. It's been 24 years. Well, if you, hey bird, how you doing? Do you recognize me? Hey Raphael. No, that's not the name. One day I'll learn what the bird names are. Man, I could really go for a roller dog, This is the library. And then they have a donation thing. Like, if you're rich, I always expect, like, either gold jewelry or like big bundles of $100 bills in there. But they probably meet up there as like, why would we carry cash? Here's a check, certificate of deposit. Keep this library dingy so we can attract more people who want to destroy New York City. It's really odd. In all the Marvel, DC, comic book movies, New York gets kicked shit in, or shit kicked in. It's like what they said about religions. You know, it's always Christianity or Catholicism that they say it's not real. You can't even argue like Buddhism is not real because they believe in the resurrection and they'll just kill you for saying that. So it's kind of like Buddhists aren't real. Yeah, we are. But can't really argue with that. Catholicism, Christianity is like basically we're not gonna do nothing to you other than watch. You're probably gonna keep talking and die of talking. I'm gonna die talking as I lived. Talking about Jesus. He used to be like, maybe I would see people and they would throw water at my feet. It's like some sort of curse. And then it backfired. It's a very subtle thing I do. I see things like rust and I want to paint it over. It's a new addiction for me. Only like I want to make a city clean, by any means necessary. People throw their avocado on the floor, power wash that shit. You see this? Go to Home Depot, get some filler. It's pretty easy. Some people get paid $80 an hour cleaning latrines. You know that? Or those call heads. All you need is a vacuum and maybe a hazmat suit. And I've noticed something. Like people are very stoic and focused. Even if you saw like The Rock, it's like, yeah, that's The Rock. He's cool. But his entourage, I don't know. Where do you pick him up? Are they cousins? I don't know. I like his movies. I don't know about the other ones. This is the kind of mindset, like, you watch all these things and why aren't you getting angry? Or why don't you want vengeance? Because we know rage bait when we see it. This is New York. It's like a lot of times being a disinterested human is the only way to survive in New York. It's like none of my business. I'm not a cop. I'm not a first responder. I'll clean my cabbage patch, but I'm not responsible for all cabbage patches. I don't get paid for that, honestly. It's not about just like, greed. It's just there should be restitution and compensation. On my bingo card, I didn't expect like Charlie Kirk was going to be shot today, but if not today, when? Same as me. I know I'm not going to die today, but when I do, I hope I had brought enough content for all of you to figure out how not to die the way I did. My death's going to be very ridiculous. I was probably like, I'm hyping it up. I'm going to get trampled by rhinoceros. I'm just going to drop dead talking. I ran out of energy. The battery went out. Happens all the time. I'm just going to visit the synagogue because, there's the yoga. But you never see like Jewish rabbis doing yoga. Never. Never. I think that's against the Torah. It's drek. Even the Talmud. It's like, it encourages, that should be a thing. Here, everybody's just basically having a great time. If you can't, you need more weed. That's logic. Still a kid with dreams. Oh, that's good. I just inhaled some contact. Primo, too. It's got a hint of cinnamon. I know because my shoulders left up, but I have a real problem with tongue dilation. So if I start babbling like blah, 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 that's probably when it kicks in. And I'm straight with just a whiff of contact. It won't help my voice, but it just sometimes like I read about this guy Randall Thor.
You can feel that.
James Rigney or Robert Jordan should have used the N-word. This is like, that's because it's obviously very popular. I can't say it. Some people are allowed to say it. Man, that boop, El Thor, he my homie and shit. You know? And the thing is, like, equity is equity. It's brutal. It's brutal. There's no celebration because these are all disinterested humans. It's called compartmentalization. As long as it doesn't indirectly inconvenience me, I don't care. I'm not paid to care. If I got paid extra to care, I would fucking care. But I don't. I'm not paid extra. Never will be paid extra. Am I the babysitter of all New York? Nah. That's the mayor's fucking job. And somebody wants to be the people's mayor and people's babysitter. That's Curtis Sliwa. And if it's not Curtis, some other Republican. It's not like I have a choice as a Republican. When I went to vote, it's like, you got it easy. How are you going to cripple the Democrats? I don't know. Done. I hope I voted well for the Democrats, but I never do. So 16 minutes of doing this. Here's one thing, right? Because I'm very sure in all of God's kingdom and creation that I'm not going to get raped to death by 93,000 Swedish cheerleaders who are 14 to 18 right now. I'm pretty sure my death will be very boring. These two facts coexist. The true unlikelihoods. If I die, it's not going to be something exciting. It's just going to be me dropping dead from laryngitis. They say laryngitis isn't fatal. It's going to be. If you talk as much as I do, or Mike, and see, the thing is, I admire Mark Mays. He's been doing this shit since the slave ships. 2,000 videos, 3 hours each. If YouTube allowed him to upload 93 hours, he would do it straight. He'd find a way. I'm already tired at 17 fucking minutes. And there's a guy who's just basically, I thought it's him yelling. It's a pre-recorded message. Yeah. So that's one way to defeat losing your voice. Record it and have a Bluetooth speaker or something. This shit is brand new. I just, now you have a place for your drinks. You have a free table in New York. And I know that guy. Careful, don't get hurt. You gotta be careful. 10% off for all cabbies. Ooh. Is this Rafiki's? Rafiki's is good. Action Bronson's Queens. So that apparently that's allowed if you're fit, white, and male. If I started doing this, I will pump you up. No, I won't. I also make sure I'm focused on me. In New York, you can only record yourself. Single party consent. So if you see holes just like Charlie Kirk, I hope he's doing good. But if I was in charge, there would be a lot of outrage. Do you guys have your outrage posters? We'll do a rally. Oddly silent though. Maybe there's a reason he doesn't speak in New York and some of these other people. I aim to make New York a peaceful place, whatever it takes, so that kids and their families can just walk around and buy stuff. I'm a commerce guy, advertising, marketing. Anything that's bad for business, I would shut it down. We only get a very tiny piece of the market, but God said that whatever you get, defend that one, even if it's 0.00001% of the gross domestic product. Look at this. It's like this is a synagogue, but they sell bed sheets every fucking time. It's great. They always have stock. it's absolutely breathtaking. You know, never run out of stock. It's not like I need sheets. What is this? No fucking way. Look, guys. I'm on the TV. You know, like I can say merit. See, I'm on the TV recording. Hi. You know, if I did like maybe how much is this? Zoom Studios. I look very greasy. Look, there's a delay of about 3 seconds, and the guy is kneeling, but you know, this is nuts tonight. Like stand-up comedy. There's like me on three different angles. It's like a laptop, and then they're gonna do a stand-up comedy, like you know, Come Town. Odd. I should book something. It's pretty cool. It's a great studio. Live from New York City, Times Square, Zine Studios. Always local, always free. What? Somebody has to pay. Now covering Charlie Kirk getting shot in the fucking neck. Excuse me, I'm gonna just like, you know. Hey, it's Stamos. What's he doing? Man. So far, 21 minutes. Here's this. I am full of hate. I believe in and belong to the anti-Zionist movement. Anti-Zionism is a hate movement that creates, spreads all anti-Jew labels to punish and destroy Jews in their communities. Yeah. Only in the back camera is it straight. Like right here, everything's reversed. The front camera. Still don't know why. I mean, you know, I'm using it like a pinky ring, you know. Terrible thing. Yeah. Zim. It's like Mendez Im. There's a weapon called the adze. Basically, it's used for hollowing out like tree trunks, but it can be used to hurt other people too, and hollow out a human. This is perfect. You know, and like basically for traction, they don't want vinyl because people could slip on it. The concrete is very, you know, it's hard to slip, especially during the thing. But the conservative far right people are like, if we can, you know, how did they shoot? Well, other people have guns too. You know what I mean? It's an equitable society and bullets are free. First off, free bullet, you know, you got to pay for the gun. Isn't that nuts? Anyway, one of the guardians of the Filipino community passed away. You won't see that on X or anything. Just years and years of serving the Filipino community. Rest in peace, Monsignor Oscar A. Aquino. Maybe I got it wrong. You know, he did all these things for my family. And he survived. But near the end, of course, you lose your facilities. And like, they don't sell that Trump hat because it says fight, fight, fight and makes people want to fight, fight, fight. Unless they have it. Make America great again, but not the fight hat. Yeah, that's good. Some people don't know how to fight. If you wear a fight, fight, fight hat and you don't know how to fight, you're pretty much asking for a beating. So don't do that. That would be bad. Store closing sale. Everything is off. I don't know. Some play Rosie's Pizza. I don't know why pizza is like $4 a slice. It confuses me. I wish I had some money to pay. Like, I don't understand the concept of balance transfer. Sure, you get a lower interest rate, but people are more, it's more streamlined in collections. You know what I mean? The lower interest rate means that they're probably more interested in your land or your life than your actual money. So you gotta be careful about that. You know, I value my life and my land. This is the Church of Holy Innocents. Before Monsignor passed, we called him Muncie. He was brought here for healing, but it's mostly a goodbye. Cancer, and especially throat cancer, is a real thing. You can't get away from it. Now, I would think somebody would paint this over, but it's still here. I mean, King Baby and Scan and all that, but they're not going to go all the way up there. There's a lot of thorns. So, unfortunately, I can't record inside. I respect God way, way too much. What the hell is that? Somebody left something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Well, it's either Jewish or something. It's not something suspicious, but it's definitely not mine. So, my live stream and Charlie Kirk tribute ends here. If I do it all again, well, maybe God likes me a lot. All right, bye, guys.